Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to my bite-sized series Art Talk. And for this month of May, I have worked on a special fan art of Makima from Chainsaw Man. And to tell you the truth, I haven't really been an avid manga reader. I've only watched like animes here and there, but I haven't really picked up like a manga and just like read through like a bunch of different volumes of books. But this one I think I'm starting to. I saw like the fan arts and cosplays of especially this character, and made me very intrigued to learn more about this character and where she's from, and found out she is from this manga called Chainsaw Man. So if you haven't, definitely check it out and see what it's like. I'm enjoying it so far. I've only read like first volume and second, but I can't wait to find out more about this character. But anyways, I did my own interpretation of this character, Makima. She's one of the devils, and yeah, I'll just kind of walk through what I did and give you guys a commentary through the time-lapse video. Okay, so yeah, this character's iconic look is the eyes. The eyes, I said before, is what makes the character very compelling and interesting. And I think a lot of the anime characters have any designers or any showrunners of animes, any series, like especially like Naruto, like you see each character from different clans have like very uniquely designed eyes, the irises. So I think that makes the character very striking and memorable. So that's something I found that Naruto does it really successfully. But yeah, this character was compelling because she is wearing like very like modern and down to real world kind of outfit, relatable. But her eyes definitely stuck out because her eyes were like yellow, very unusual, and has kind of that spiral kind of pattern going all the way into the pupils. So yeah, that was very intriguing. Plus she has, I guess, the deep red crimson hair color, as well as very appealing like the hairdo and the style. So yeah, let me rewind back just to kind of show what I did. Yeah, I struggled a little bit, actually more than a little bit here. You can see the eyes weren't really focused properly. So what I did was, instead of trying to fix it, I just took a big round brush and I just kind of stamped a perfectly round circle, and just stamped it on where within the eyes, and try to place it in a way that it looks more focused. It looks like she isn't super cross-eyed, or she isn't looking too far to the point that it's like going to lazy eyes, like eyes looking apart. So that's the part, that's the sensibility that's kind of tough to really get it right, unless you have observed and done a lot of portraits. But any portraits, especially the portraits that are looking in a certain direction and also directly at the viewer, that's pretty tricky to get it right. So yeah, this definitely very contrasty, doesn't look right, looks kind of creepy and doesn't feel natural. So what I did was, definitely chuck it away if it doesn't work, rather than trying to salvage it and being married to it. Chuck it away, start over, do it quickly until the direction feels really good. It's you're diverting, the trajectory is going in the right direction. So once you have that, once you feel confident, then I proceed to sort of polishing the line work, not super perfectly, but enough that it looks like I can just dive in to coloring and masking. So masking as usual, masking the whole character, turning to gray, filling in internal masking. I start with the hair usually, and once I have the colors adjusted to the right tone, right value, making sure everything is balanced and cohesively working together, I start to add the blushes and the stains. So the blushes and as well as makeup with big round brush, sort of airbrushing. And after that, I'll create the multiply layer for adding the sort of a warm, like magenta gray tone shadow, and just creating that graphical, simple, two-tone shadow, light and dark, and just keeping it very simple. Just focusing on applying cast shadows and form, soft, subtle gradient, giving that volumetric look. And once I do that, I go ahead and do post-processing as usual. And start to add some highlights. So overall, I'm trying to keep it as minimal, like steps, like not trying to keep it make it overly complicated and overly rendering everything. I have my own sense of appeal and the style that I like personally, and I want to achieve that and get better at it. So that's why I'm trying to repeat the process and possibly discover a better way to do it, a better way to do it faster and do it with a much more successful result. So yeah, here I didn't fiddle with the proportion at all, but it's good to take advantage of the liquify tool and warp tool and make sure flip the image and it's balanced, like symmetrical but not perfectly symmetrical. So yeah, and after that I just adjust the tone. I don't want it to look just like very warm and kind of normal. I want the lighting to be give that tonality, fit that thematic of the show, of the series. It's kind of a dark toned, little bit of that gothic horror vibe because it's about devils. So yeah, this made sense to me. The striking red, the warm against the pale, cool tone of her skin. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result. I could have gone a little bit further, as always, with any artworks, but yeah, this is Makima. The background is very simple. And I kind of took a stock photo from online, and what I did was I did motion blurred it. I used the motion blur and just made it kind of a background element and not something that steals the show from the character herself. Made sure that it's just a background, something that adds to the interest overall. But yeah, overall you see the focal point of the portrait, as well as some like mid-ground stuff, those cross designs back there, as well as a little hint of this halo that's very iconic to her. All right, Hope you guys found this useful, and thank you so much for the $10 donation and the support. Feel free to send me any personal messages on the Patreon, and yeah, let me know what you would like to see more of, and yeah, give it any kind of feedback as well. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.